Welcome back. This is going to be day 7 keto update, and today I am going to weigh in and let you know what happened, show you what my current body looks like, tell you what my goals are, and then give you the top 10 reasons why I am going to either quit or continue doing keto. So stay tuned for that. This is how I'm feeling this morning. I'm so glad I have this on the back of what used to be my old workout journal and is now my weight loss journal.
Mommy, who's Keto? Do we have another brother?
Boy always has jokes. And today is the end of 1 week, obviously 7 days, and I weighed in this morning. Y'all, I want to tell you that I have good news for you, but I'm not a liar, so that is not going to happen. The scale moved less than 1 pound. Less than 1 pound. All of that work. I mean, to say that I was frustrated, am frustrated, would be the understatement of the century. I didn't roll into keto and do like dirty keto and just, oh, let me just eat whatever and see what happens. And no, I drank all the water that I was supposed to. I kept my electrolytes elevated. I tracked my macros religiously. I hit my macros religiously. I didn't cheat a single time. I was operating under the assumption that I could eat 20 net carbs, and my carbs are pretty much, actually are without exclusion, coming from vegetables. When I went and I did the carb manager app today, I dialed everything in really, really tight so that I have only 20 carbs, not 20 net carbs. If I seem sad, I am sad. Of course that's sad. But I'm not gonna quit. And I'm so glad that I'm doing these videos for y'all, because of course it makes me more accountable and less likely to quit. It's like when I used to train in bodybuilding. You know, there are some weeks when I had major gains, and there are some weeks when I killed it. And either the scale didn't move, or the muscle groups that I was targeting, you know, were not getting dialed in the way that I wanted, but I didn't quit. I just kept going, you know, and 6 months, 9 months is what it took for me to get my body to be the leanest, meanest, greatest version of my body that it had ever been. And some people are gonna watch this video and go, oh, I don't wanna follow this update because this girl's not losing weight. Okay, well, Rome wasn't built in a day. So we'll see what happens in 90 days, because I can promise you in 90 days, we'll be having a very different discussion. So I'm gonna stay the course. I hope you guys stay along with me, and let me get into my top 10 reasons why I'm not gonna quit keto. I'm getting ready. I thought it might be kind of fun for you guys if I asked my kids if they noticed anything. So they're standing right here, and I'm gonna ask them. So did you notice anything different about mommy during this last week? And that's not just like weight, that's like mood, energy, anything like that.
Yes, you had a lot more energy.
I did?
Mm-hmm. And you didn't lose your cool as often.
I didn't?
No.
Good mommy. Ash, have you noticed anything different about mommy?
Yeah, you have a lot more energy and a lot more sweetness.
Sweetness?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and it occurred to me that I never show y'all like my full length body. Where I'm only just talking to you as a face. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you my body. Prepare yourselves. It's not good. So here's what we're working with. And I mean, as y'all can see, like, I don't know how that looks on camera, but I mean, you know, I'm not like a giant person. Whatever. And I have the world's biggest butt. Not really. But that's kind of like what we're working with. So I weigh like today, after my massive 1 pound loss, 160.4. And I mean, I don't know if I look like I weigh 160, probably. So here, let me show you, like, that's my stomach. But I mean, I'm 5'4", I'm 44 years old, I weigh 160. So if you're trying to figure out like kind of where I fall in this, but I mean, I've trained as like bodybuilding forever. So, I mean, I have a lot of muscle packed on. Unfortunately, it is hidden under, I don't want to say like loads of fat, but you know, so y'all can see. Can you see? Like I used to have abs. It's just hidden under, you know, a layer of fat. My arms, which let me move this so y'all can see. Okay. which actually, and like right there, like that, right behind your arm area. So I can say this for sure. All right, so we don't need to keep looking at this mess. Let me turn the camera. What I can say definitively, regardless of whatever the scale said, is I was in St. Croix about a week and a half ago. Guys, the pictures of my arm, like the pictures of me, I looked so fluffy, like my arms specifically. And I'm gonna put a picture in here just so you know I'm not lying. I can see a pretty big shift in like the kind of upper arm fat and the fat at my waist. Even though, as you can see, I still have a fair amount there that needs to go away, it looks like, and if you're a girl, you'll know. Let me sit down for a minute. If you're a girl, you're gonna know what I'm talking about here. Like when you lay down or when you sit down on the, like when you sit down on the ground, and then you kind of relax your leg and lay your leg like left or right. You know how you get that sort of bunching of, I'm gonna use the C word, y'all, so don't freak out. Cellulite. Oh my God. No, she didn't. Yeah, I did. When I like relax my leg and just kind of let it sit there, there's way less stacking up there. So again, even though the scale didn't move a lot, the scale, guys, is one indicator of overall body composition and body mass. So do not let it be the holy grail of every single thing, because the goal at the end of the day is not to hit like, oh my God, I want to be 120 pounds. Like, yeah, that would be great. But for me personally, my goal is to just be 140, super lean and tight like I was. And I'll put a picture of what I looked like when I was training, I was like 124. And I loved my body there, but I was, in my opinion, really lean, like almost overly lean. And I'll put a picture of that right here. Back on the grind, you know? Like I said at the top of the video, today was disappointing, but you don't quit. You don't quit, you just keep going. I mean, I guess, if you're a math person, if you quit, you statistically reduce your chances of success to 0%. Whereas if you keep going, even if it's only 1%, it's better than 0. So headed to the gym. I'm just gonna keep pushing. Guys, it's becoming tradition. Today it says exercise. I thought you said extra fries. Thanks a lot, Snap Fitness. Now I'm thinking about French fries. All right, just got back from the gym and I want to tuck into the 10 reasons why I'm going to keep doing keto, even though I really did not have any weight loss during this first week. Decreased hunger. Normally starving between meals, doesn't matter what I'm doing. That was not the case here. There were a few times when I experienced hunger, but it was an exception, not the norm. Number 2, improved mood. I mean, I don't even know how to say it. Like, I don't want to say like a different person, but I certainly felt like the best version of me all week long. 3, mental clarity. You know how you feel when you just get a lot of really good rest? Maybe it was like a rainy weekend and you just kind of laid around and didn't do anything. My mind was so clear all week. Number 4, less expensive. I was able to this week get rid of energy pills, pre-workouts, and protein shakes, which is $150 basically a month that I was able to cut just by eating properly I don't want to say properly because maybe keto's not right for you, but eating in a way that served my body. Number 5, more convenient. I didn't spend 6 hours meal prepping and having to eat every 2 or 3 hours and all of that nonsense. I didn't have to do that. I had the bulletproof coffee and then I had like 2 other meals basically throughout the day, and that was it. And for a long time, actually up until I started keto, I felt like my relationship with food was more committed than, my relationship to certain other human beings. And that's not natural. I don't want to say it's not a sustainable state because I did it for a very long time, but I don't know that I felt it was an enjoyable state. All right, number 6, tons of energy, like a ridiculous amount. Again, and that's without energy pills. I literally am the kind of person, and I took natural energy supplements, but still they're energy supplements. And I would not even leave the house without them. I mean, honest to God, if my purse were in here, I would show you. I have a little thing in there. It has like my multivitamins and energy pills. I would not leave the house without them. That is how basically dependent I had become on them. Did not reach for them a single solitary time this week. And I have to tell you, that was really nice. Number 7, leaner feeling, yes, towards the beginning of the week. So days 1 through 4-ish, I felt very lean, in fact, super lean. But for some reason in the last couple of days, that has not been the way that I felt. I felt kind of bloated and fluffy, and like last night when I went to bed, I was really, really bloated. I woke up this morning, it was gone. So I don't know. I suppose that's just part of your body trying to figure out what are you doing, girl? Number 8, and I kind of already touched on this, less meal prep, okay? That means I'm spending less money on food. That means I'm spending less of my time prepping meals. I don't have to constantly, like when the kids and I used to go out for the day, I had to pack a cooler, okay? With multiple sets of utensils, multiple meals, freezer packs. It ran my life, basically. And I didn't have to do that. So even if the scale didn't move at all, my relationship to food shifted considerably this week. And for me, this is a big win. Number 9, easier to eat clean and natural. Kind of already touched on that in the less expensive. If I'm not pumping my body full of artificial things, artificial sweeteners, energy pills, pre-workouts, post-workouts, protein shakes, then that to me, even if my performance dipped a little bit in the gym, which it didn't, but my endurance, I certainly felt like I struggled a little bit with endurance this week. But if you ask your body after 44 years, hey, I would like you to burn something else for fuel now instead of what you've been doing your whole life, your body's gonna go, hey, give me a beat. Let me catch up with what you're doing. So, I was not offended by that. Sorry, I keep touching my face. There's like a little piece of hair on me or something. Getting all of that garbage out of my system is very important to me. Eating clean, eating natural, not having to be dependent on like, oh my God, am I gonna run out of energy pills? Oh my God, am I gonna run out of pre-workout? Lord in heaven, I could not stand that. I don't have that problem now. Because if I run out of food, guess what? Every grocery store in the world, no matter where I'm traveling, and that is important, no matter where I am in the world, is going to have this stuff. Regular, good old food. The stuff you're supposed to put into your body. And number 10, and maybe this is kind of a compilation of everything, less complicated. It's just less complicated. Hitting my macros is less complicated. The number of meals that I eat in a day is less complicated. Meal prep is less complicated. Meal planning is less complicated. Not having to take energy pills is less complicated. Not having to distract myself because I was starving between meals, less complicated. I was in a better mood. I had more energy. It was less complicated, less expensive, more convenient. I mean, if keto were something that you could date, I would marry it today. I am, again, like I said at the top of the video, I know this has been a long video, so thank you for staying with me if you're still here. Did the scale move this week? Not really, 1 pound, but I feel better all the way around. I just feel like a better version of me. So even if the scale didn't move, I'm gonna continue doing keto because even if the scale never moved, which of course is not possible, but if I could continue to feel the way that I have felt in this last week, I would do keto indefinitely, even if I did not lose another pound. So, if you're at the bottom of week 1 and you step on the scale and it's a little bit like, don't freak out, don't quit. I mean, have yourself a minute, go cry, kill a Kleenex, whatever you need to do, but do not quit. Just keep going, because even if it was only a pound this week, how many weeks are there in a year? How many? 52 weeks in a year. Let's say that all you ever lost was 1 pound a week. That's still 52 pounds in a year, plus you get to feel incredible. So for me, all the way around, yes, and oh yes, super yes. So I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I know I am enjoying filming them for you. Please post any of your comments down below, and I love engaging with you guys and answering your questions and responding to your comments. Next week, I'm gonna be doing the no protein powder versus protein powder workouts and letting you know kind of how I felt that affected my performance. And then of course at the end of next week will be a week 2 update. And just, you know, hey, like what did I find out about keto this week? What happened in my life with keto this week? So if you want to stay on this journey with me, please click like, subscribe, and turn on that little bell so you receive notifications when I update new videos. And I will see you guys next week. Don't quit on yourselves. Keep going.